Hey, big boy. Hi, handsome. Hi. What's up, big fella? Ooh, yeah, good stretch. Good stretch. You gonna get them back legs? You gotta do your back legs too. You gonna do your back legs? Hmm? Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. It's okay to be grateful. Of course, the enemy don't like you being grateful because he's an ungrateful SOB. It's okay to be grateful. Hmm. It's okay to sit down and tell yourself, I did all that I could. I did all that I could. In spite of the bad decisions that were made, you still did all that you could. It's okay to tell yourself everything happens for a reason. It's okay. It's okay to say that job wasn't meant for me. It's okay to say that relationship wasn't meant for me. It's okay to say, I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. It's okay to say that that child wasn't meant for me. Hear my heart when I say that. Somebody mourning a child, this is totally not my direction. But unfortunately, somebody is mourning a child because I honestly don't know where that came from. I thank God that I don't have to mourn a child. But I know me personally, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Me personally. I can't speak for everybody else. I cannot. I can't. Leave that door alone. Get. The job wasn't for you. The environment wasn't for you. The house wasn't for you. The car wasn't for you. The clothes wasn't for you. The shoes wasn't for you. The money wasn't for you. It's okay if it's not your time. It's okay that you had to break up. It's okay that you had to get a divorce. In spite what you had planned. We got to keep in mind that Father has bigger plans. He has bigger plans. He has bigger plans. If I'm not mistaken, I just spoke on this yesterday. He's bigger than everything that we expect out of life, out of people, out of things, out of environments. What we expect to be a particular outcome is not his outcome. That's why things go left, right, up, down. It get flipped inside out. Always. At my big old age, I'm still learning to embrace the fact that his thoughts are not my thoughts. His ways are not my ways. Even at my big old age. My definition of parenting is not his definition of parenting. My definition of how an environment should feel or be or flow in the accordance of is not his definition. What I think my future husband should be, or my mate should be, or how my children should behave, is not his understanding. It's not. It's just not. It's just not. I ain't gonna hold you. I love dancing to the Father's beat of his drum. It's quite eclectic, if you would. I think eclectic is too small of a word to describe his beat of the drum. It's too small of a word. I'm hearing micro. It's quite micro, if you would. The beat of his drum is omnipotent. That's pretty big. That's pretty dang on big. He is. He's greater than all of the earth. I'm hearing you are greater than all of the earth, but he is greater than all of the earth. He is way greater. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Your girl had a nice little breakdown this morning. Because the ways of the world are just, you know, I do. I wanna snatch Satan up the way Homer does Bart. I'm seeing Homer choke Bart up, and that's the way that I want to do Satan. I ain't go sit here and lie to you. I cannot tell a lie. I can't. I want to. Ricky, when I catch you. Ricky, when I catch you. Here's the vibe. Ricky, when I catch you. And I'm not talking in the manner of, maybe so, in the same manner that Ricky got dealt with in Menace to Society. Like, Ricky, when I catch you. Even though there was no reason for them to have a vendetta towards Ricky, Ricky was just trying to live a positive life. He was trying to make something of himself. He had a son that he brought into the world. And that's all the more reason why you need to keep your eyes on Jesus, because the enemy does not like when you just simply want to do right, when you simply want things right. If you don't understand why Satan was genuinely kicked out of heaven, you lost in the sauce, baby. You are lost in the sauce. You are lost in the sauce. I'm having me a chicken honey flavored biscuit sandwich this morning. That biscuit dry. Lord have mercy. That's because I'm putting something on my stomach. I got to get ready and take a Tylenol. I got a little toothache. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. It's okay to stop and be like, you know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me reground myself. Because the way that I almost spiraled this morning is none other due to my decisions. But, that's why mama said, got to be more careful who you lay with. Got to be more careful. Mm-hmm. But there's still peace in the midst of that. If you don't understand that, then you just, I don't know. I don't know. The enemy wants us dangling by a thin thread. But when you dangling from that thin thread, you got to understand that when the Father gives you the thread, it's thicker than what you think it is. It's not going to break as easily as you think it would. It may feel like it because the subconscious is like, oh my goodness, I'm hanging from a thread. How long can I hold on? But when you see it from the Father's perspective, you'll be able to hold on as long as you need because the thread is thicker than what the world provides. The world provides this thin, flimsy, little wiggly little thread that you sometimes understand that you are hanging from. But the thread that the Father provides, because sometimes you will understand that the Father got you hanging from a thin thread too. But that thread is a lot thicker than the world's thread. Don't let this go over your head. Depending on how much you depend on the Father's thread determines how long you're going to hold on. Oh, Jesus, outside of myself, I don't know who this is for. Hmm. Excuse me. I'm hearing everything is going to be all right. Of course, I know this, but do you know this? Do you believe this? Do you see this? Do you feel this? Do you appreciate this? That everything is going to be all right. He's in the driver's seat. In my situation, I see me in the back seat. It's a pretty smooth ride, but the enemy wants it to be rough. There's some, some potholes that we hitting. I feel a little bit of turbulence in the car. But I need you to understand that Father got that wheel. He got that wheel, baby. He got that wheel. Ooh, Jesus. He got that wheel. He got that wheel. He not gonna let go of it if his life depended on it. He would not drive you over a cliff. He's not going to take you down the bumpiest roads on purpose. Them turns are going to be just as smooth. But you got to trust him. You can't trust in the world and trust in him. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. That's where the confusion comes in at. That's where the what ifs come in. That's where the maybes come from. That's where the wait, look out comes in at. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly looking back at me in this back seat to assure me that everything is okay. Somebody don't like to give eye contact. Did you not know that a lack of eye contact is a clear sign of non-assurity? Especially when a person is lying. He done looked back at me like 3 times in this here vision. 3 times. He said, I'm going to get you there safe. I'm going to get you there in one piece. Oh, Jesus. And I'm going to get you there on time. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. That's the gospel song for today, baby. That's the gospel song for today. Can't nobody do me like Jesus, 'cause he's my friend. Can't nobody do me like a baby. Not even my children. Very, 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 very close. Very close when it comes to the children. Very close. But not even your kids can do you like Jesus. Your mama can't, your daddy can't, your auntie can't, your best friend can't. In spite what the world pumps in your mind, pushes into your subconscious. Can't nobody do you like Jesus. Not at all. What you think is not going to work out on time is going to work out on time. He might take the long route. He might take the long route. He know the back roads. He know the side roads. He know where all the closed off roads are. He know where all the construction is being held. Don't let none of this go over your head. He know where that one driver is that's, you know what I'm saying, just woke up and just chose disobedience. He knows what that driver is the reason why he also takes the long route. Because taking a shortcut, you're going to run into everything. You're going to run into everything. Ooh, you're going to run into everything. You're going to run into everything. Everything under the sun. It's definitely giving VIP chauffeur energy. Is what he wants you to feel when he in the driver's seat. Strangely, he taking the long route and you still gonna get there on time. I get it. It's like in your mind, you like, in your spirit, you like, how is that even possible? How? Shortcut means faster. Shortcut means avoiding. But again, shortcut means running into unnecessary. You might run into somebody you don't even want to see that morning. Heck, you might even run into that boss that you really don't like, but you need that job. Oh, Jesus. He said he takes the long route so you can enjoy the scenery of what he has in store to give you. Because you're going to see some interesting things on the long route. It's going to be some beautiful things that you're going to see that you never seen on the long route. You're going to learn some things. You're going to understand some things. You're going to experience some things, but not in the manner that you would if you took the shortcut. Let them take that long route. Let them take that long route. Heck, I take the long route any day. I get to know him better. You know what I'm saying? I get to experience him a little bit longer. Get to be in his presence a little bit longer. If you understand what it feels like to be in the Father's presence, you don't want to ever be out of his presence. It's like when you coddle your baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you coddling your newborn baby. Y'all know that feeling. If you're a parent, you know that feeling when you coddling your baby, and you know what I'm saying, you just having intimacy. Thank you, Father. Intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Emotional and spiritual intimacy with that baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like to go on a long ride, to take the long route with the Father. You get a different type of emotional and spiritual experience with the Father. Hey, you're going to be so wrapped up in the Father, you're going to get to your destination before you even know it. Before you even know it. Some of us get angry when we have to be outside of the Father's presence. I am one of those. Keep me wrapped up in your arms any day, all day, every day. It's just so warm and welcoming and generous and just soft. Mm. I'm hearing to look into him is to look into eternity. Because with Father, it's forever. With the world, it's temporary. With people in the world, it's temporary. But with the Father, it's eternal. Just over and over and over and over and over. Like, go where? I don't want to go nowhere. Keep me in his presence, baby. Huh? Keep me in his presence. Keep me in his presence. It's like bliss. It's so blissful. The epitome, the utter epitome of peace when you're in the Father's presence. Like everything just fades away. It's like there's nothing there. Everything is just oblivious. Like the old school analogy you said, it's like, I was about to say walking on cloud nine, floating on cloud nine, but right, like it intervened. I heard walking on sunshine. Like, stop playing with me. I'll take that any day. Don't get me wrong, I like the interaction of his other children. Don't get me twisted, but I'm very choicey. I've always been very choicey. And back then, people didn't understand that I was being choicey for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons, but they were being choicey for the wrong reasons. And I was being choicey for the right reasons. It's okay to be choicy for the right reasons. I don't give a fuck who tells you otherwise. I don't give a fuck who makes you feel otherwise or attempts to make you feel otherwise. But it is okay to be choicy for the right reasons. But I hope you understand. I hope you understand your reasons, your right reasons. It's deeper than it's just the right thing to do. It's deeper than that, baby. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's scuba diving deeper than that. He wants you to go deeper, baby. Deeper. Like where it's like completely dark at the bottom of the water and it's really cold. You know what I'm saying? You need a light to see. That's how deep he wants you to go when it comes to him. He wants you to go deep. I ain't gonna hold you. I had to thank the Father for some people that wasn't so pleasant to me over the years. This morning, when I had a nice little talk with him, I had to thank him for some people. I thanked them then, but the way that I thanked them for them this morning was a little different. It was a little deeper. It was definitely deeper. Cause if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know. Outside of the Father, if it wasn't for them treating me the way that they did, disregarding me the way that they did, I wouldn't know what I know now. I probably wouldn't be longing after the Father the way that I do now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm seeing a little baby with their arms up, like, pick me up, Dad. Just pick me up. Just pick me up. Somebody praising the Father right now. Just pick me up. Just hold me in your arms. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just pick me up. Pick me up, please. You know what I'm saying? You just feel the safest in the Father's arms. A child feels the safest in their parents' arms when you're operating in the right heart space, the right energy space. That child never wants to leave your arms. That child never wants to leave off of your hip. Outside of it, just being, totally inquisitive. It's the sense of safety, the sense of protection, the sense of covering. I never knew what that felt like. I ain't gonna hold you. I never knew what that felt like. But that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I ain't trading God for nobody, baby. This is not a phase. This is not a drill. This is not a temporary thing. I'm not trading the Father for nobody. 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 Mm-mm. Not nobody. 828. 828 on the head. I'm sorry, 928. I thought they said 8. I ain't got my glasses on, so you gotta excuse me. Easy like Sunday morning, yeah. Is the type of energy that's in the atmosphere right now. I guess what I'm trying to say in general is it's best to choose Jesus versus the world. It's best to choose Jesus than choosing the world. I don't know what your life looked like, but man, he got me on a rocky sea right now. I don't know who also need to hear this, but I'm gonna need you to forgive yourself. It is okay to forgive yourself in spite of who don't understand why you're forgiving yourself, because they don't know how to forgive themselves, let alone choosing not to forgive themselves because they want to operate in the energy in a space of pity. They want a pity party. It's okay to tell an individual, fuck that pity party. Always them, loud and running their mouth and gossiping and judging and accusating. Always them. Just messy. Don't get me wrong, there's some complimenting in there, but just loud. Just rambunctious and loud. I'm hearing a real G moves in silence. I don't know who that was for, but a real G moves in silence. Trust who you know you can trust, and don't trust who you know you can't trust. Simple as that. Simple as that. Hmm. Quiet as a mouse now. But that is the message. And yes, the title is I don't know who need to hear this. Father didn't give me a title. He just told me to speak. Good morning from my end. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Haters gonna hate, baby. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Let them do their job. Everyone has a job. Haters work for the enemy. Congratulators work for the Father. Point blank, period. Just point blank, period. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's what I'm hearing. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Haters got a job to do. They hating because they have to appease those demons that are not happy in them, that are causing them to not be happy, that are causing them to hate, that are causing them to discriminate. But you keep on moving, you keep on strolling, you keep on striving. Keep your eyes on Jesus, baby. That's your best bet. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. We make things harder than what they have to be. We as people make things harder than what it has to be. I'm sticking with my decision. I'm 10 toes down in my decision. 10 toes down. I don't care who don't like it. It's peaceful for me, baby. It's peaceful for my children. It sure is. Now all of a sudden, the chair is scraping across the kitchen floor excessively, unnecessarily. Fake it in a $2 bill, my neighbors are. Fake it in a $2 bill. Which is why it was discontinued. The fake ones are about to be discontinued. The haters are about to be put in their place, if not already. I don't rock with people that's not inconsiderate of other individuals' feelings. I don't know how to rock with those kind of people. I don't. It's just not my cup of tea. Love everybody, but nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I choose peace and violence only when I need to. Not because I want to, only when I need to. It's not shit pretty, is what I realized about myself. It's not shit pretty. But I know how I can get, just like everybody know how they can get. You ain't gotta like me, but you gonna respect me. Is what I heard. You ain't gotta like me, but you gonna respect me. You ain't gotta like my children, but you gonna respect them. You ain't gotta like how I do things, but you gonna respect it. You ain't even gotta like God, but you gonna respect him. I'm just saying, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You ain't gotta like none of us that serve God, but you gonna respect us. You ain't gotta like us, but you gonna respect us. Know that much. Because the Father said so. Not because I said so. Not because I said so, but because the Father said so. How you like them apples? How you like them apples? I'm hearing we come in peace until further notice. Because we definitely on the battlefield. I'm seeing a lot of Christians on the battlefield. Like a lot. It's a lot. A lot. It's a lot. We come in peace until further notice. Mm. Confirmation. Help is on the way. That's the police. For the last past 2 weeks, I've been hearing nothing but police. You know what I'm saying? I do not know where they're going, but I've been hearing them an awful lot. An awful lot. An awful lot. An awful lot. Hmm. Mm. An awful lot. Hmm. I heard soldiers are being dispatched. I seen go. Angels are being dispatched. Is why that go. Is why I just seen that. Father ain't playing with us no more. This year has been different. And 2026 is going to be a continuance, is what I'm understanding right now. It's going to be a continuance of how he put his foot down this year. Mm. I see a big, huge foot just trampling over everything, just stepping on it, just stepping on it. People, houses, cars, like everything is just getting stepped on. It's given the energy of I don't care what gets destroyed. I don't care what gets destroyed. I don't care who gets destroyed. His way or the highway. He don't care. He care, but it's given the energy of his hand has been forced. His authority has been forced. Don't get me wrong, his authority is all day, every day, 365, every century, every millennium. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a little bit more just like, I'm sick of this type energy. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's that, baby. He ain't come to play. He tired of playing. That's why he said, I didn't come to bring y'all peace. I came to bring war. He got some demons to slay. He got some demons that have gotten loose from heaven that he needs to slay and put them back where they go. I'm seeing one of them being put back in their cell in hell, handcuffed, hands behind them. It's a big one too. He's so big he had to duck his head through the threshold. As he was going in, he had to duck his head. These demons are not small, y'all. They not small. They come to really intimidate. They come to really put some fear in you. So you'll lose sight of the fact of how big God is. The enemy wants you to lose sight of what the Father says goes. Did y'all forget Satan worked for him too? We forgot that. He got to ask permission before he touch anything or anybody. Even though he gave him dominion over the earth, he still got to ask. Police officers, doctors, lawyers, they still have to ask before they bust any move or make any decisions. Because if not, the consequences might be extremely dire. Everything has to be done in decency and in order. Is the reason why he said it, because it would be just chaos everywhere. It would be chaos. I just got a whiff of piss. Somebody pissy. Somebody pissy mad. Somebody is pissy mad. Now I don't smell it no more. Yep. Somebody mad. Somebody pissy mad. Somebody throwing it like a pissy fit. Hissy fit. Hissy fit. Pissy fit. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Somebody pissy. Somebody. Somebody pissy tail. Oh gosh, that's not funny, but it's so funny. Somebody pissy tail daughter or son is mad. Oh goodness. OMG. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. A slight hint of bleach I smelled after. A very slight hint of bleach. Father coming in and clean it on up, like correct it, get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Now I smell my sandwich, the blueberries, and the tea. Just a quick hint of piss. I was like, yeah, okay. Okay. Pissy mad. Mm. Mm. That's deep. Somebody think they got tea on you, but it's piss. They think they got some tea, baby. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Started to make me a cup of tea. I mean, a cup of coffee, but Father was like, "Nah, we're gonna have a cup of tea today. We're gonna have a cup of tea today." Hmm. Mm. Somebody looking for the 411. Somebody looking for the tea. Don't give them the tea. Don't let nobody in your business. Don't let nobody in your business. Consult with the Father first before you let individuals in your business. Because not everybody got your best interests at heart. Not everybody got your best movements, you know what I'm saying, in heart. Your best understanding in heart. They don't. It's a lot of selfish hearted individuals in the world these days. Father said these are the times. We will come to these times. He said, I will bring mothers against daughter-in-laws, fathers against sons, brothers against sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention. Pay attention. He's trying to rectify some things. He's trying to rectify some things. Sometimes when you argue and you go, head to head or toe to toe with an individual, after the smoke has cleared, you can see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's best to take a breather sometimes. When you feel things getting heated between you and somebody else, just take a breather. You know what I'm saying? For the men, don't put your hand on a woman. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just stop, evaluate, and walk out the door if you need to. Walk out the door if you need to. I don't care who you are. I feel that anybody should walk out the door if they need to. Anybody should walk out the door if you need to. You ain't got to be a man. You ain't got to be a cat. You ain't got to be a dog. If it's getting too heated and you know it's going to go left, and this left is going to be, it's going to turn into a point of no return, walk your butt out that door. You know what I'm saying? That's like a subliminal way of pouring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how the firefighters come through with the water and they put out the fire. Walk your butt out that door. No, I don't condone smoking cigarettes no more. I used to smoke them nasty. All them things are disgusting. If you gotta smoke a cigarette, you gotta smoke a blunt. Like, I don't condone in these things, but I understand. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told the father this morning, you don't move fast enough. But I understand sometimes why you don't move fast, because he don't want us to get too spoiled. Sometimes you got to let that child sit in that misbehavior. You got them parents that be like, go sit down and think about what you did. It's kind of like that. Sit down and think about what you did. Mm-hmm. The word judgment just dropped in my spirit. I don't know who needs to think about what, but sit down and think about what you're doing. Think before you react. Think before you speak. It's very wise of you to think before you react, or think before you speak. Even in the midst of all the uncouth decisions that the president is making right now, if you look at his face, he's a thinker. He's thinking about the consequences. He's thinking about the outcome. He's thinking about the positive results. He's a thinker. You have to be a thinker in order to be able to walk in the president's shoes. You got to be a thinker. Even though it looks like and it's like unfolding as though he's not thinking. But we got to think about why he's doing everything he's doing. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. To us that's not in his shoes, having to make the decisions that he make, we look at it like unruly and just, very childish. But change is inevitable, whether it's good change or bad change. Change is inevitable. When you go into a store and you purchase something and you give a bigger bill or a bigger currency than what the price is, you're going to get change. It could be some bills and some coins, but you're going to get change. Change is inevitable. No, I don't like the way things are changing right now. No, I don't like the way things are changing right now. But change is inevitable. It's very inevitable. It has to come. It has to make its way through. It got to do its job too. Everything and everybody on this earth have a job. And it's going to get done. Whether we like it or not, it's going to get done. It's going to get done. It's going to get done. Something about them food stamps being put back in order the way it was, it's going to get done. The way that they just the way it just rung off my dang on, the tone of it, it's going to get done. They're going to get them dang on stamps back. They're going to give them back. They're going to give them back. They're going to give them back. Whether folk want them back or not, they're going to give them back. It just helps. It just helps. Anybody that want the next person outside of themselves to struggle is a friend of the enemy and not a friend of the Lord. Anybody outside of themselves that want anyone to work harder than what they have to is not a friend of the Father, but a friend of the enemy. Somebody being nosy. And I said what I said. On every ounce of the content that I put out, I said what I said. I said what I said. And it's okay for you to say what you said. As long as it's within good intentions. You said what you said. The enemy can't do nothing but respect it. I promise you that. You said what you said. Because if he don't respect it, who do you think is going to follow behind and make that respect stand? Who you think going to follow behind? Because nothing trumps what he say. Oh, God, nothing trumps what he says, what he does, the way he moves. Nothing trumps it. I'm here. When you gonna learn? When you gonna learn? When you gonna learn? I'm seeing the elder lady with her arms folded. She like, well. That is hilarious. That is stinking hilarious. I know I look like somebody. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm about to start my day. Y'all know how it go down. I'm about to get my tail on up out of here. Thank you for tuning in to Elevating Row. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. Heavy on the share. Thank you for helping me reach 1.13K. Thank you.